But let's see here. We got 100 rare candies, guys. That's actually insane. Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome to a brand new video. Today, I really want to show you guys this new glitch I seen on Twitter. Apparently, I've been playing this game for years, and there's so many glitches I didn't know about. So today, we're going to showcase you another glitch. And this is going to show you guys how to duplicate any item in Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. Pretty cool. I don't actually know if it works. This will be my first time actually trying this out. So basically, the first thing you got to do is get these two Pokemon here. You need to have a Mr. Mime that is level 33 at least, because it has to know the move Recycle. And you need Farfetch'd, which is level 21, is which level it learns the move Knockoff. You have to have these two Pokemon with these moves specifically for this to work. And really quick, I'll just show you guys where to get these Pokemon from. Since it doesn't take very long at all to get them. So the first Pokemon we're going to show you guys how to get is going to be Farfetch'd in Vermilion City. Let's go ahead and fly there. And there's going to be a little house that's going to be just south of the Pokemon Center here. This house right here. Alright, once you go in here, there's a little girl, and she is wanting a Spearow. I already traded her, so I don't have the trade on video, but she is going to be trading you a Farfetch'd for a Spearow. If we go into the Pokedex really quick, if you guys really want to know where to capture these Pokemon to trade these people, Spearow is this Pokemon here, and you can find it basically anywhere in the game, honestly. So these are the areas you can find it on the different routes. You can find it very early on. So there's that Pokemon, and to get Mr. Mime, you're actually going to have to catch an Abra. So let's go on down here to Abra. Abra only spawns in one area, one little patch of grass area, and I'm going to show you exactly where to catch that one. It's not as common as Spearow, so I might as well show you guys where to get it. If you don't know, if you're new to Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. So let's go up to Cerulean City. This is where you're going to have to go to capture the Abra. So let's fly there really quick. Once you get there, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and head on this little left path here and go up to the Nugget Bridge from my previous video, where I showed you guys how to get unlimited nuggets and get max cash at the beginning of the game. So click that video if you haven't watched that video yet. But this patch of grass here is where you're going to find Abra. Let's see how many encounters it takes us before we encounter one. Okay, alright, so it was literally just like the third encounter. Not a very rare Pokemon, but it is very difficult to catch. Let's see if we can catch this one here. Abra only knows one move, so you need to use your best Pokeball to capture it to make sure you're capturing it fast. The only move that it knows is Teleport, and you're going to see right here what Teleport does. It makes it run away from the battle. So if you don't catch it as soon as you throw the Pokeball, you're not going to catch it at all. There are things you can do. You can capture a Diglett, which has the ability Arena Trap, which makes it where Pokemon can't run away. So that's one way that you can force Abra to stay in the match, I'm pretty sure. But once you have those two Pokemon, you trade Spearow for the Farfetch'd, you trade Abra for the Mr. Mime, and now that you have an Abra, I can show you where to trade it in for a Mr. Mime. This is kind of a trickier area to find. But the easiest way to do is to go through Diglett Cave. Once you make it through Diglett Cave, you're going to come back out over here next to Viridian Forest. But if you have the access to fly, what you can do is you can just fly straight to Viridian Forest. Or Viridian City. Once you get to Viridian City here, all you're going to do is just head north of the Pokemon Center. And there's going to be a little cut tree up here that you guys are going to see in just a minute. Yep, there it is. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're just going to cut through this tree right here. And then there's going to be like a little route area. I don't really know what you call these buildings that separate the different routes. Rest spots, I guess. Just someone built those randomly. But anyways, there is a little house up here that's going to have two old people inside. And what you're going to want to do is talk to one of these old men. It's this, I think it's this guy over here. Well, they're not really old. Alright, so this is the guy that trades Abra for Mr. Mime. And he says, "Isn't my old Mr. Mime great?" Yeah, it sure is, actually. But what you're going to want to do once you get these Pokemon, get your Farfetch'd level 21 so it learns Knockoff, and then get your Mr. Mime to level 33 to learn Recycle. Alright, now that we're in Celadon City, what we're going to do is we're going to get a few items ready. There are two items that you actually need for this glitch to work. It seems like what I'm reading on Twitter. It looks like you need some mail. I don't know how much mail or even where to buy this at. So let me search Celadon City and then I'll show you guys where to find all the mail at. All right, looks like it's on the 4th floor. We go up here and where's the mail? There's the mail, retro mail. We're going to buy 99 of these. It's just $5,000. So we'll go ahead and buy all of those. And then the next item that you need, kind of tricky to come by in Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. If you've already used it, you might have used it, but there are ways to get them. But the berry pouch, and the berry pouch, we're going to need an orange berry, or even a citrus berry would work in the situation. The guide says you can use any berry, but these healing berries are definitely the easiest ones. Okay, once you have your items, it is essential that you have 3 Pokemon. The first 2 Pokemon that you have to have Mr. Mime and you have to have Farfetch'd. You want Farfetch'd to be in the lead, and then you want your 3rd Pokemon to be just kind of whatever. It really doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to go with Arcanine for this demonstration, but you want Arcanine to be in the 2nd slot, and you'll see why in a minute. Now, speaking of the items we got earlier, we did talk about the orange berry. We're going to go ahead and give that orange berry to our boy Arcanine here, or our girl Arcanine. And then we're going to also go over to the retro mails we bought, and we're going to go ahead and just give one of those over to Mr. Mime. And in the glitch, it seems like everybody uses Abra. I guess that's probably the fastest. And then hit OK. Alrighty, let's see if this works. If this works, guys, I'm going to probably get so many rare candies. I'm just going to dupe rare candies the whole time. Alright, Mr. Mime was given the retro mail to hold. Alright, so we have the orange berry, and we have the mail, and just in case my Farfetch'd having an item does anything, I'm going to take it away. So that way our Farfetch'd isn't holding anything. So orange berry on Arcanine, retro mail on Mr. Mime, and I think it's specific that you name it something, because later on you're going to use more mails and it needs to use the same name. So I think Abra is just the easiest thing to use. But the next part of this is going to be over here just west of Celadon City. If you go on up here and cut this tree really quick, there's going to be 2 trainers up here. And you're going to want to save before you talk to them. If you have already battled these people, you can use the Versus Seeker to re-challenge them. Alright, now that we have everything set up with the orange berry and the mail, we have to do a double battle here. And we're going to go ahead and use this double battle here just west of Celadon City. And this is where we're going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to show you guys this. You have to follow this like step by step here, because eventually it gets to a point where certain moves you have to do them. Alright, so here we go. Chiding and Arcanine are in the match here. Now, the thing we're focusing on right now at the beginning of the match is that we want our Arcanine to eat that orange berry that it got. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try to get Arcanine to eat a little bit. We're just going to hit it with a cut attack. We're just going to flamethrower these Pokemon here just to get some damage on these Pokemon. Yep. All right, Tail Whip on Chiding. Not the worst thing in the world. Okay, we need Arcanine to get hit with some attacks here. They just used like some super defensive moves. Alright, to keep attacking our own Pokemon, keep hitting Rapidash. Not very effective. That's okay. Fire Spin. That's not the move we wanted to get hit with. Okay. Okay, Chiding is confused. Chiding used Cut still. Alright, I think once it gets to 50% health is when he'll start having a chance of doing the berry. So now we can start focusing on Rapidash, because I think that Vortex is actually going to do a little damage to it here. Alright, there we go. Flamethrower knocks that out. Ember, it's not very effective. Chiding used Cut. That should knock out Rapidash. Nice. And I think Arcanine should eat the berry right here, right? Orange berry. There we go. Nice. Alright, now we can knock off that same slot. And we're going to switch into Mr. Mime for this part here. Alright, Mr. Mime, come on in. Confuse Ray. Make sure you're knocking off Mr. Mime for this part here when you switch in. So it needs to switch into a knock off, but apparently that didn't work because we hit ourselves in confusion. But that's okay. Mr. Mimian's confused too. It hurt itself in confusion. That's okay. Ember. Chiding sent out of confusion. Used knockoff. Now that it's knocked off, the retro mail is off. That's perfect. Okay. Now what's important is we hit this this Ninetales all we got with Chiding, but on Mr. Mime, we need to use recycle. And this is where the glitch is going to start. If we can ever hit it with the recycle. Alright. We're going to go up with the fly Chiding. There we go. Recycle on Mr. Mime if it doesn't hurt itself. And it hurt itself again. Ember attack on Mr. Mime. Come on, Mr. Mime. We need you to hit recycle. Come on. It's not that a confusion. There we go. And recycle. And you'll see it found an orange berry here. And that's the weird part, right? That is the weird part. It actually healed health there. I don't know if that's supposed to be what happens. But it does heal health there. And we hit a side beam on Mr. Mime. Hit Ember. We live. There we go. Ninetales is out. Now, once we finish the battle here, we can check and see if we got the glitch set up. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment once we got this battle here with these couple. They're kind of annoying. All right. Thank you. Let's check our Pokemon. And yeah, so you can see here that our Pokemon aren't holding anything. If you get to this point, that means you did the glitch correct and the glitch is set up and ready to work. Now we can move on to the next part. All right, guys, for this next step, what we're going to want to do is go back to the Pokemon Center now. And we're going to want to fill up our Pokemon or our team with, it doesn't really matter, just random Pokemons, whatever you want to put on your team. And then I will show you the next step once you have a full team of 6. So just as before, we had all those males. And what we're going to do is we're going to give these males to all of our Pokemon except for our front Pokemon, Farfetch'd. So let's go ahead and give these, and we're going to name it Abra as we did before. Do this for all 5 of the Pokemon, not your 6th Pokemon. Leave the Farfetch'd without any mail. Alrighty, this is my last Pokemon. Once you have given every single Pokemon a mail except for Farfetch'd, what you're going to do now is you're actually going to go over to your 6th Pokemon, and you're going to give it the item you want to duplicate. I'm going to do rare candies. That's the item that I want the most of. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this to Farfetch'd. This is why we didn't give it any mail. And once it's holding that the item that you want to duplicate, and you can literally duplicate any item in the game. You can duplicate any item that you can give a Pokemon to hold, that is. Alright, so you can get these nuggets, you can duplicate literally others, you can even duplicate TMs. I think you can actually give TMs to people. Yeah, you can give TMs to Pokemon, so you could do that if you wanted to. But once you have the item that you want to duplicate, what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to go ahead and try to give mail to that Farfetch'd. I know before I said not to do it, but now that it's holding the item that you want to duplicate, we're going to go ahead and try to duplicate it. And what it says here, he's already holding 1 rare candy. Would you like to switch the 2 items? You say yes, and you're going to notice it's glitched out, bro. There's a bunch of question marks in here. This is how you know for sure it's working. Don't do anything. Just hit OK, and then say yes. And then what you're going to notice is you're actually going to have 4 rare candies here, because I already gave him 1 rare candy, so he's holding 1. So I have a total of 5 rare candies. I duplicate that rare candy. Let's do that a few more times really quick, just to show you that it's working here. We're going to try to give him another one of these. Yes, we're going to go down here. We're going to hit OK. And then we're going to go back up at the top here, and you're going to see now I have 5 rare candies, guys. This is actually insane that I'm already being able to duplicate rare candies here. I can't believe I've played Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen for 10 years, and I've never even known about this. All right, but I think what I'm going to do now is see how long it takes me to get 99 rare candies, right? This is like so easy. You can just look how fast you can do this. Yeah, you can just go through this really fast. Because then you do this right here, say yes, you hit start, then yes, and then we're going up to the top here, bro. 8 rare candies. We have 8 rare candies right now. And we can keep doing this, bro. We can keep doing this. Okay, so I'm going to do this until I run out of mail here, and then I will let you guys know how it went. All right, guys, this is my last mail here. Go ahead and give this to Farfetch'd. I pretty much had it down packed, bro. It was actually my dog is coughing in the background. Anyways, It was down packed, bro. I had it going so fast, but you can see here we have 96 rare candies. The other, we don't have 99 because we obviously give our mail to other Pokemon. We only had 99 mail in our inventory. But I wonder, so when does this glitch stop working? I'm gonna go ahead and save the game really quick just in case I do something and lose all these rare candies. But that took, I'm telling you guys, like maybe 5 minutes or less. Compared to my last episode, my last video I did on the little glitches and stuff, just to get one nugget took about maybe even a minute or two. So if you can, it took me like, to get 99 nuggets, it took me like, I think 2 hours. Granted, that was really early in the game, so if you want to get max cash early in the game, that might be the method you want to do. But this method is significantly faster. Significantly faster. And I don't know if we can just go get more mail and then it continues to work. Let's go back to sell it on store real quick and see if this works, because I'm gonna be doing this a lot, guys. I'm gonna be getting all Pokemon to level 100. Just using this method here. This is gonna be way easier to level up, especially if you're using like a Dragonite or something like that. You're gonna want to use this method early on because Dragonite levels up so slow and Dratini's just so terrible. But let's see if we buy more mail here. If we can just go ahead and buy 99 more of those. All right, can we get more? Wait, can we get more? We already have 99. Yes, there you are. So, okay, you can actually hold more than 99 in your inventory. So, okay, I bought 99 before, but it looks like you can literally buy, I think 999 is the maximum that you can have of anything in your inventory. So if I give this to Farfetch'd, is the glitch broken or is it still going on? Okay, at what point does the glitch stop working, bro? I do want to see 100 rare candies in my inventory, so we are gonna finish off this last little bit here. How many more do I got to do? I got to do 2 more. All right, let's do 2 more of these and see what we got here. All right, I want you guys to comment down below if you've used this glitch before, if you already knew about it before this video, and what you guys have used it to duplicate. I do have some more glitches that I've seen on Twitter. I've been saving them so that way we could do it ourselves, and I want to make videos on them. But let's see here. We got 100 rare candies, guys. That's actually insane. This glitch is immaculate. But there you go. I've been playing FireRed for many, many years, and I've never known about this glitch here. And I'm super excited to be able to show you guys this. Hopefully some new people that have never seen it before are seeing it now for the first time, and I was able to help you. But with that being said, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and learned something new today. And if you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.